Howdy and welcome. You are listening to A Mom's Guide to Wine, a guided wine tasting with candid reflections on motherhood. Here we spill the tea, but never the wine. We're your host, Eliza James.
And Rosie Gold.
And we're so glad you joined us for today's tasting adventure.
Full disclosure, for those with little ears around, 90% of our topics and language will be more on the R rating scale. Also, we are not professionals nor experts. We are simply sharing our experiences and including some Google searches for support. We are amateur wine enthusiasts and professional moms. That is our skill set.
But first, the wine. Today's wine is from the Martin Ray Vineyards and Winery. I'm going to pull it out of the ice here because we're keeping it cold. It is a rosé of Pinot Noir. I've never had a rosé of Pinot Noir. Supposedly, it's a rosé wine made of Pinot Noir grapes.
Oh.
There you go.
Ta-da.
Bam. So, it is also from California. It is from Santa Rosa, California. It was created by Martin Ray. He was dedicated to crafting single varietals, region-specific wines back from 1943 through 1972. But he was in Saratoga, in the heart of the Santa Cruz Mountains. He took a Burgundian, I hope I pronounced that right, approach to his winemaking and developed what is now known as one of the most historical properties in California, known as Mount Eden. Well, 20 years later, Courtney Benham, he stumbled across some of this Martin Ray wine. He loved it. He bought the name. Now he makes the Martin Ray wines. So in 2003, Martin Ray Vineyards made its home in the Russian River Valley. It's on the edge of the Green Valley in the oldest continually working wineries in California. So, about the wine that we're going to be drinking today. It's supposed to be a fresh cherry, white peach, and lemon zest notes with a core of racy, vibrant acidity. Okay. With a touch of pink grapefruit and honeycomb, and a linear core throughout with a creamy finish.
Very, a lot of imagery.
Yeah, there's a lot of imagery in there. So I had to read it differently because
creamy finish.
I couldn't read it all in the same tone. I had to, do inflection because it says, okay.
Maybe I have more humor because I know what the episode's about.
You'll see.
You will see the creamy finish.
So, your basic rosé bottle. It's got a very pretty white, clean label. But this is going to be a screw cap lid. So, guess what? No heavy equipment required for today except my iron grip to hopefully open this bottle on the first try. So, here we go. Oh, look, that opened really easy.
Ta-da!
It has an interesting scent. We'll see how it tastes. It's obviously, it's rosé, so it's pink in case you don't know. It's very pink. It smells like a grapefruit. That's what I smell.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've even eaten a grapefruit.
Really? I love grapefruit.
I don't know if I know what it smells like.
You know, there's certain medications you cannot eat grapefruit while you take it.
I wonder why. That's
Bad
weird.
reaction.
So can we not have this wine?
I'm not on that medication, so I'm cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think it's due for blood pressure or something.
Oh, I'm not on anything with blood pressure.
There you go. We're good.
My husband, on the other hand.
Oh, he can't have any of this. Ooh. It's very citrusy.
I definitely, there is vibrant acidity. They are correct.
That's the first flavor you get.
A lot of acid.
Yeah, so it is 13.2% volume alcohol. And this is the 2020 version.
It definitely tastes cherry.
Should be delicate aromatics and a crisp finish. Well, it's definitely crisp. And it's definitely aromatic.
I can taste the cherry, though. It's pretty good.
Can you? I haven't caught any cherry yet. Let's swish mine a little more.
Drink it a few more times.
It does not have a lot of
the
legs.
acidity.
I haven't done my 3-sip rule yet. You gotta do 3 sips. The first is to take off the shock. The second is to awaken your tongue. And the third is to get the actual flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like a rule somewhere. I'm sure it is. I've been too many places where it's 3 sips.
Oh. I did pour you a small tasting, but you're
I did,
already
now I'm
empty.
out. Fill me up. That's not too shabby. I didn't think I was gonna like it at first, but
yeah, I panicked a little bit, but I'm liking it more that I'm drinking it.
Not
I'm starting
sweet.
to taste the cherry a lot more now that I've been.
Still don't taste the cherry.
I do.
It tastes like I'm eating a grapefruit, but I like grapefruit, so I guess I'm okay with that. I guess I'm okay with it. We are drinking it chilled. I like my rosés not at room temperature. Everybody has their own personal preference, I guess, but I like to chill mine, so that's what we did.
It seems pretty common with, like, anything that's sweeter, huh?
I think it's common with most, like, whites and rosés, and of course your sparklings, right? Even our, like, I've had a red sparkling. I'd never had that before, and they recommend you chill it.
And I know you're not supposed to hold the glass in your hand because you warm it up.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to drink it with a stemmed glass.
Yes, stemmed glasses for your cold things. I don't know, most people drink the red wine in a stemmed glass because you don't want you want it to stay room temperature. Unless it's a chilled wine. Again, I don't know. I don't chill any of my reds, so I don't know. But, onward with the show. So we're in episode 2, and today, when we're bringing it back, it is sex.
Back it up.
Sex. After baby. Sex after baby. That's where we're at. Before we get too far into the episode, we did take a day trip recently. We went down to Bryan, Texas.
We're hoping to do this more often this season, where we get out, have Mom's Day out or Mom's Day weekend.
I would love more of these, because we had an absolute blast.
Without children.
Yes. There's no children. They're with their dads.
It's for mental health, really.
That's right. That's right. Moms have mental health, and they need to be cared for, too.
And our mental health was improved by
shopping?
Fallacies. Phallic symbols? Phallic symbols?
Phallic
cacti. Oh, what did we come up with? The word?
Wet in our willies. That's what we were talking
Wet
about.
in our willies.
We wet our willies today. Actually, they told us not to wet our willies for 3 to 10 days after purchasing them. But we bought some willies to wet.
So where we went,
we're basically teenage boys in adult human bodies. Like, this is terrible. Like, we giggled hysterically. So I follow several succulent page groups because both of us like plants. Our cactuses and plants. So you see lots of plants in our pictures, right? Because we like them, and we don't care if you like them. We like them, and so that's why they end up in our pictures. And this lady posted, she goes, I got a new shipment in. Check out my, I can't pronounce the name.
Penis cactus. Trichocereus bridgesii monstros.
Penis cactus.
So,
basically a cactus shaped and looks just like a penis.
Almost died. We were like, we must have this penis cactus in our lives.
And so guess what we did? So the lady at Succs and Such, because that's the name of her, what is it, nursery? Yeah, nursery. Succs and Such. It's SUCCS in Such. Succs and Such. Messaged her. She was super sweet. She held a couple for us. And and then because
I'm sorry, I just got a mental image.
She was holding our penises for us.
Oh goodness.
Or penis. Would they be penis? We're talking plurals.
Peni cacti.
So she was holding our peni cacti for us. Because she's a super sweet lady who has no idea who we are. And held them for us. We went and picked them up. Bought other stuff because we are not ones to just show up and buy one thing. We spend lots of money.
Far too much on plants.
Far too much. But that's okay.
And I looked so hard for a boob cactus, and I could not find one. We're going to have to message her and ask her for her to ship us some.
Yeah,
because
we need boob cactuses.
Surely she could find us some if she tried.
So, you get a chance, you're in town, take a trip to Succs and Such. But while we're in town, we're right down the road from Messina Winery. So what do?
We made it a full-blown day trip.
It was a day trip.
So we had to go.
Yes. So we went to Messina. We pull in and I was like, is there anybody here? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm used to people parking in front of the buildings and nobody was parked in front of the buildings. Everybody's being polite and parking, like, in the parking spots, which I've never heard of. Who does that?
So we bursted in.
Thankfully, they were open. They were very nice. They seated us at a table.
Everyone was very young.
Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of young kids running the joint.
They must have a lot of college students or something there, because a lot of young individuals.
But they were so nice. So we got seated. Our only complaint was we didn't get our Gouda, what was it, our Gouda melt bacon
Gouda
fondue.
with bacon fondue. I was so sad.
Yeah.
And the waiter made the mistake of asking me when I was by myself because someone had to pee.
I always have to pee. It's the thing.
Started asking me questions about what I wanted and if I was going to do a full tasting. And I'm like,
Rosie's like, I don't know what to do.
Where's my friend?
It's okay. Eliza saves the day, and she swings in, and I go, she'll have the sparkling almond. She'll thank me later, and I'm gonna
Just
start,
one glass.
I'm gonna start with the Gewürztraminer. Thanks.
I came for the cheese,
which they didn't even have.
Yeah.
We had to settle for the spinach artichoke, but that's
Which
okay.
was delightful, by the way.
Yeah, the wheat crackers they paired that with.
It was
good,
fantastic. Multi-grain crackers.
Yeah, they were good.
But back to the point of everything.
We bought penis cactuses because
Peni cacti.
they went with our episode. Because what else goes with sex other than more penises?
Man, I wish I had those boob cacti though. Man,
Not even perfect.
if we get some, I definitely will keep y'all informed.
Yeah, we're gonna be looking. We're gonna totally have pictures posted, and y'all are gonna be like, "Why are these cactuses look like penises?" Because they're supposed to. So
That's their job.
they literally look like a penis with the pubes on the bottom on a base.
Yeah, yours definitely looks like a scrotum
Yeah, it does.
at the bottom. Mine looks more like a cucumber on the bottom.
That's okay.
It's a tight scrotum.
yeah. That's
Yours is a wrinkly scrotum.
Yeah, mine's like.
And
he's
your
more there.
willy is
My willy is
a
out
very
there.
long.
He's happy to see you.
He's prepared for things.
So we got them in cute. So the best thing about the Succs and such is that you can buy a pot from them. They're very inexpensive, and they will plant your plant for you. Like they will replant it in the pot for you. Repot the plant for you. There we go. Let's get the words right. Repot the plant in the pot you're buying for you. No extra charge.
You're talking very quickly.
Sorry. I'm going to get the point across at some point. Everybody's going to understand what I'm talking about. So, we did that. I even brought a pot that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby, and they were really cool about planting another plant I had purchased and putting it in that pot. So, it was a win-win for me.
It was fantastic.
They were so nice. Highly recommend them.
I got a frog for my Willy because I was thinking he could be called Prince Willy.
He's a prince.
So my frog prince has a Willy.
Yeah, he does. And we're totally looking at these while we tell you about them.
Yes, I mean they're right here on the table.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty awesome. So we can't not talk about them. Though, a side note, I hope y'all cannot hear them in the background, but my chickens are like up.
They
by
sound
the
like
house.
goats. I don't
And why
understand.
are they screaming
They're screaming or bellowing like a goat.
right outside the house? I can hear them. I hope you can't hear them, but if you do hear screaming,
It's a chicken,
in the background. It's a chicken,
not a child.
No.
It also kind of sounds like a child.
It could sound like a child. It's not a child.
It's a chicken.
I swear to God, it's a chicken. And I'm getting more chickens, but that's a story for
That's
another
so
day.
exciting.
So, back to sex after baby. All right?
Yes, that's what we were talking about.
Because the whole episode is sex. Mom and Dad, please don't listen. So,
It's rough. And if you're into rough sex, it's still rougher than what you were prepared for.
it's not the rough that you think of, ooh, this is kinky and sexy. It's, ooh, this hurts.
This hurts. You're hitting my scar.
Things do not work exactly the same way. But the good news is you will not be looser down there. You will be tighter. We talked about that in our previous episode. Your muscles are contracting, and so they have contracted into your body. And that is why sex can be so difficult right after the baby, because everything is much tighter.
Yes.
It
And
is
so
not
you
going
have
to work
to
the same.
stretch back to where you were.
That's right. And it takes time, and it takes patience.
And energy.
And
Sorry.
you're not going to be feeling a whole lot of energy after that newborn anyways. The recommended time to wait between birth of baby and back to sex, 6 weeks. All right? Do not rush it. You will not feel up to it. Some guys are like, well, I don't understand how big deal it is. Your wife pushed a usually 8-pound baby out of her vagina. That's the problem.
Well, apparently, some people's libido goes up during pregnancy.
Well,
and so mine
been
did.
there.
My libido went up.
Been there.
But my I definitely crashed after.
Right, because your
after
hormones
baby.
like fluctuate.
I crashed.
So